In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Sci podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Will Mason,
Well, here we are, Cash.
you're probably wondering why I have this Annabelle.
You know, I was wondering why you were opening with this.
Have you seen the new Annabelle trailer?
I have not seen any of the Annabelles.
Oh, either have I.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
And the Conjuring universe sounds...
I actually might have seen an Annabelle movie, I think.
they get great reviews at a solid 29%. I mean...
The Conjuring movies, though, I've seen all of those.
Yeah, I've seen those
Those
too.
are great.
Yes, all of those I've seen.
Yeah.
But none of the Annabelles.
But, but you haven't seen the new trailer for the new Annabelle?
No, I have not.
Oh, my God.
No.
Dude, I was dying in the theater. I was laughing out
It
loud.
looks fantastic, huh?
Well, not that, but it's got the funniest fucking trailer. I'll explain it to you. So, you know, the Warrens or whatever, they have all those creepy shit in their house.
In their house,
and they keep
yeah.
that like
and they
a
like keep
museum
a
or something.
seance.
So the trailer opens up with that, and their daughter, who's like can also see ghosts and shit, you know, all that bullshit. She can also see ghosts, just like her parents and whatnot. Anyway, she's having like a friend over, like a 12-year-old girl, and the girl
They want to play with dolls.
not even that, but it opens up and the Warren's daughter, she's telling her friend, she's like, okay, you can't go in this room. It's pure fucking evil. She's just telling the girl, and the girl, of course, she's not.
She's just laughing it off. She don't give a damn.
That night comes, and it's hilarious, dude. She goes into the room, and she's touching everything. She's playing with everything.
Never touch haunted shit.
She is just, she's wearing like all the haunted like dresses and shit. I was just dying thinking this girl's gonna be haunted for 8,000 years.
She's gonna be cursed tenfold.
Her great grandkids are still gonna be haunted by the time she rolls around. I mean, she's playing with everything.
You know, my mom and dad told me as a child, the choices you make now will affect you for the rest of your life. I think that's the case with this little one.
Oh, this one, she's
fucked.
bad, dude.
Yeah.
She was, I mean,
Royally.
it's literally just a room full of demons
And
and
just
everything.
cursed
And
memorabilia.
She's like wearing the old like samurai armor and stuff.
That's not good. That stuff's been
It
cursed for thousands of years.
but this girl, I mean, it was just the trailer, but I can only imagine what's gonna happen to her. I
Probably
mean, you
not
just
good
gotta,
things.
you gotta just drown her in some holy water or
Yeah.
something. I mean, you gotta do something because she's got so many demons in her at this point that it's gonna be bad. But this kind of ties into why we're here, right? This
does.
is our movie news.
Movie news.
Our
This is where we
weekly-
just freeform spit it. you
Yeah.
know, have a good time.
and we just talk about everything that's going around in the Hollywood world because there's always a lot going around.
Yep.
Usually a lot of scandals.
There are a ton of scandals.
There's always
yes.
scandals. We don't really dive too much into the gossip. Every once in a while, we'll
Not too
dip
much,
up
but we'll
to-
bring it
If it's
up.
got something to do with Johnny
Yeah.
Depp, then we'll get in because Johnny
Yeah.
Depp's got the best gossip.
He does.
He's got a lot going on in his life, and he lives in quite the adventurous life.
I got to tell you, I finally last night about 1:30 a.m. decided I'd finally do it. I went instead of purchasing John Wick for $3.99 or renting it for $3.99. I purchased it for $7.99.
Whoa! So now you own.
I
that
own John
film.
Wick, and I'm telling you, I'm so glad I own that movie. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. I don't know how I missed out on John Wick for 5 years now.
Yeah, you're one of the last ones.
It's such a badass movie, man.
It's one
And
of my
like-
favorite action, and it's
Yeah.
it's one thing that's amazing about it is it's rated R.
Exactly.
So
But the effects are awesome. Like,
Oh, the
and the
choreograph.
choreograph,
Yeah.
the fight choreography looks great, and I love the fact that they put common tropes But the movie's so badass that you appreciate the tropes that they put in.
Yeah, it doesn't
You know what
feel
I mean?
preachy or anything
It doesn't
like
feel
that,
preachy at all. It's like, oh, this is how a tropey movie is supposed to look.
Yeah, and it's fun.
It's
That's all
the
it is.
best-
It's just
yeah,
a
it's
ton
fun.
of fun.
So much fun. And God, could you get a cuter puppy? Could you get a cuter puppy and then rip my
It's
fucking heart out
heartbreaking,
like
yep.
that, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Huh?
Good
Multiple
Lord.
times.
And he's holding the little puppy. I'm
It's
like,
brutal.
man, that's tough.
And you got Theon.
Theon Greyjoy, yes.
Yeah, there's so many great people.
He's Yusuf in that.
You've only seen
Wolfson.
The first one, but there's so many great. They get so many good actors in those films because everyone wants to be part of those.
And you were
they're such great
they're
movies that
awesome.
everyone wants to be part of them.
You were telling me Bran is in number 3, so they must have a thing with getting Game of Thrones people.
Braun.
Oh, Braun.
Braun is in number 3.
I thought you meant Bran.
No. Braun is in number 3.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, not Bran.
Okay, because yesterday that's why I asked you on the Game of Thrones. I'm like, did he do a good job? Because I thought it was weird that Bran was in it.
No, Braun.
You mean Braun? That makes total sense.
Well,
Yeah,
asking me
is
if he did a
badass in
good
it.
job, I mean, that could be.
Well, no, that's why I was asking
Yeah.
because I was confused. I was
Yeah.
like, hold
No,
on, why would they?
Braun,
That's a
Braun,
weird
yeah.
casting choice to have a young guy play a villain like that.
No, he's not. Can you imagine them wheeling out Bran? He's in his same.
It's like I'm the three-eyed raven. Kiana doesn't even let him finish, just one in the head.
Yeah, just snaps his neck.
That was
But
easy.
yeah, those films are amazing. I mean, those are films that make it worth your money. You know?
I literally just kept saying "wow"
Yeah.
over and over. Like
So you've only
long.
seen the first one.
I've only
now.
seen the first one. Haven't seen the second one yet.
So
I'm going to
man.
watch it probably tonight when I get home.
Yeah, the second
from
one
work.
just ups the ante more.
Seriously?
I think he kills 55 people in the first one. He kills around 128 in the second film.
Wow.
So that's like a man a minute.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, it
That's
literally
every
is. That's
minute.
a lot of
Yeah,
people.
that's a lot of people. And the third one actually does not kill as many as people as to the second one.
I like the world building too. Like they didn't do a ton with it, but I love the hotel, and I love just how calm the hotel guy is.
Well, my friend,
I like the.
I'm
I like
glad
the world.
you said that because the world building, you're absolutely right. It's the best part of John Wick.
Yeah, it is.
And each one they just expand more and more on it. And it's so awesome because it gives you exactly what you want. It goes more into the continental and more into that back kind of shit. It goes more and more in depth and kind of the history of it. And by the third one, it's really getting into
Did you
it.
hear about the Continental?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the
they're-
TV
Yeah,
show.
and exactly. How
Yeah,
awesome
they're making
is
a
that?
TV show
Yeah.
about it. That'll be sick. That'll be awesome.
Yeah. And
wonder who it's
exactly, the
gonna
world,
star.
it's so much fun. That whole underground world of Hitman and everything, it's so cool. And having a hotel that no one's allowed to fight in,
But
and
they
all these
always do.
really strict rules that have gone. Yeah, they always do. But you don't want to fight in that hotel, I'll tell you what, man.
No.
You kill someone there.
Well, yeah,
You have the whole
in
goddamn
John
world
Wick,
on you.
that moment when they're like, your privileges have been revoked. Boom.
Yeah.
Three shots in the head.
But we will be reviewing John Wick 3 Parabellum on the podcast, so
We will
look
be.
forward to that.
Yes.
We'll get head into and talk about a lot more.
And if you haven't seen John Wick, go see it. I haven't even seen the second one yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight, but man, the first one was awesome. I can't wait for the second one tonight, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna love
It'll
it.
be awesome.
You're gonna love it. Well, let's talk about. We got to talk about what's the biggest news of the last week.
Oh
right?
my goodness. You mean, hold on. You mean the internet's doing another petition?
Of to say no, they are.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. There's already another petition about this whole
Well,
thing.
then
And
this
why
is-
don't you just give the breaking headline?
This is
news?
really gonna be funny because it's not finalized. It hasn't been finalized. People are really freaking out over nothing.
I thought it was finalized.
It's not since no. This came out May 16th, but it just assures that he's on the top of his list. That and I just looked it up today and it wasn't finalized either. It just says he's on top.
So for
He
people
said
who
it's
don't
far,
know,
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's
explain.
It's Rob Pattinson to play Batman in the new Batman movie in 2021, which is called just The Batman, right?
It's just called
Yeah, The Batman.
The Batman. Yep.
Which will be released in 2021. People are freaking out about this. There's petitions online to say that Robert Pattinson can't play Batman. I'm actually not opposed to this pick. I don't mind it. Yeah, okay, whatever. He did Twilight, but he's not a bad actor, and I think he could do a really good Batman.
No, he's a great actor, and he's done a lot.
He's done a lot of indie work too.
He's done a lot of
films.
other movies. Don't forget, he was also in Harry Potter. No one complained about that. He was
Exactly.
great in Harry Potter. And he's done a ton of, and he's a good actor, whatever you
Yes,
say.
he is.
And he
Yeah.
fucking carried those Twilight movies. If we're gonna say if anyone carried them, he carried them.
Exactly.
I mean, he did not have a lot to work with in those movies.
No.
So yeah, I'm not mad about it. I think he looks like a.
I think they finally took down those fucking signs in Kalama. Twilight filmed here. It's like, guys,
Are
get
they,
it.
man? I don't know.
I
They
get
did.
it, man.
I was there not too long
But
ago.
that was fucking a decade and a half ago.
Well,
Like,
that's
we gotta get
Kalama,
over it.
Washington. If people listen and don't know, that's their one claim to fame. They don't have
Is
a lot
that-
going on.
I think 1 or 2 shots were filmed in
they
Kalama.
filmed at the school. Don't forget about that. The school.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
was
right.
big. Yeah.
Big
yeah.
deal. Big deal.
Huge deal. But yeah, I'm not signing that petition. I won't put my name on it.
No, neither will I.
For one, I don't think it's finalized yet. I think they still have to sign, and so anything can happen.
Yeah.
We've gotten things that they said people are finalized and it hasn't been.
And
it's
he's
gone
only
back,
33 years old, so it's like we can see him play Batman for at least another decade. Till he's 43. I mean, you can handle stunts and stuff.
Yeah,
until
well,
you're 40.
I'm interested
43.
to
Look at
know
Tom Cruise.
what the story's going to be, because he's not an older Batman, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
So it's obviously going to be something young, so I don't know how it's going to play. I don't know how it's going to be intertwined. Is it an Elseworld story where it's not part of the new Justice League and stuff like that? So I don't know how it's going to play out, but I'm not too angry about it.
Now, is this a Christopher Reeves Batman? Am I getting that right?
Christopher Reeves? Christopher Reeves is played Superman. It's something.
Yeah, he did.
Christopher Reeves
No, I'm
fell
thinking,
off a horse.
No, who's doing this one? Who's doing the new Batman?
I can't remember, but it is something Reeves. It's the guy who did all of
Not Christopher Reeves, but
he did the last two Planet of the Apes.
Oh my god.
It's something Reeves. You're close. New Batman with Robert Pattinson. Looking it up.
Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves,
yeah.
not Christopher Reeves. Matt Reeves. Yes.
Matt Reeves, who directed the last two War for the Planet of the Apes, which are amazing.
They're great.
Those are.
They're
that's
awesome
one. That's one
movies.
of the best trilogies of all time.
Of all time, in
Yeah,
my
for
opinion,
sure.
too.
That's
Yeah,
one of
I
those
totally-
movies where
I'm totally with that.
each movie just got better and better, and he did the two the best ones.
Yeah.
I mean, the second and the third one. So yeah, I mean, it's suiting up to look pretty good. I think we don't know anything about it, and it's a long ways off, though, right?
Yeah, 2021. Yeah, we're
2021.
looking for another 2 years, and it'll probably be in like September.
Yeah, so that's a while.
It's a ways away. Have you ever played that video game called Just Cause?
Just Cause.
Just
yeah.
Cause, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I played Just Cause 3 on Xbox. It was so much fun.
They're crazy.
The hang gliding and stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
you can blow up anything.
speaking of John Wick, the John Wick writer, they're making a Just Cause movie, and it's shooting begins in 2020.
I heard about that, and the writer he's written he wrote all three of the John Wicks, and he's written some other stuff too. But yeah, I don't know how that is gonna work.
Derek Kolstad.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna make a movie about that.
Well, I do, because they're gonna fight the communist rebellion on the islands.
Yeah, I know the story
Yeah.
to it, man, but it's the most video game.
It is very
You're
video gamey.
You're literally
Yeah.
flying with your suits.
Suit.
I mean, you're in the air all the time.
All the
You're
time. That's what's
grappling.
so
The grapple
fun.
is huge. You're grappling planes and stuff.
The grappling in the game is a little unrealistic, because you can literally.
Well, yeah,
just
I mean, yeah,
grapple
but that's what makes it
anything.
fun. It's a
Yeah.
game. I mean, so I don't know.
How you're gonna turn that into a film? Yeah, I hope it doesn't turn into the Assassin's Creed thing, because that was tough.
Well, we
That
know
movie
there's
with Michael
never
Fassbender, great actor, but fucking terrible.
there's
terrible
never
movie
been
adaptation.
there's never been a good video game to movie adaptation
No, I didn't think the Tomb Raider was terrible.
besides the Mario Brothers movie, the old 1990s that got horrible reviews. But
Don't
always,
remember that one. No.
Oh man, but yeah. So a new Just Cause video game. And what I heard is that it's pretty much finalized at Lionsgate that the new Mortal Kombat movie is it's set to go.
Wow, they passed it for sure.
Well, that's what I heard, man. Mortal Kombat movie reboot now has a release date.
And what would that be?
Eyeballing 2021.
Wow, okay. So about 2 years from now.
Yeah. And it's from the director of... Who's it from? It's from the director... He directed the last Aquaman. Or the one Aquaman. What the fuck is his name? I can't remember his name, though. But yeah, Mortal Kombat. So that will be... I mean, that's a star-studded cast. I mean, you gotta... That's going to be huge.
Yeah, you have to line that up.
You got to line that up with a ton of people.
You
I
have
mean,
to.
I already heard that... Yeah, I mean, you got to. So there's so many cool characters in that. I really hope they... I love... Have you ever seen the original Mortal Kombat? The one from the 90s?
No, I never did.
It's so
never
campy and cheesy.
I bet it's terrible.
It is terrible, but it is... It always has...
Is it one of those movies that's so terrible that you can watch it and have fun with it?
Well, as a kid watching it, I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was fucking awesome. I loved it. So, but yeah, you can probably... If you probably never watched it as a kid and it doesn't hold that nostalgia for you, you're probably not going to like it.
Right.
It's got a sick soundtrack, though.
It's like watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those 90s or 80s films, 80s and 90s films.
No, those movies are amazing.
They hold up.
Those movies are
They
amazing.
are awesome.
Secret of the Ooze?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. I had all three.
I gotta
on
find
VHS.
those. I gotta watch those again. Those would be fun to review.
I had all.
Those are great
I had all
movies.
three. Those movies are really interesting because the first one is kind of dark and it's more adult and
Very.
And the second and third one they replaced. I think they replaced the swords. One of the Ninja Turtles swords or something, and became a lot more cartoony. But the first one's kind of dark and gritty.
I like it. I wish they'd go back to those suits. I thought those suits work better than the new ones that they're doing with the CGI turtles. I like the 80s and 90s version
Those suits
better.
were really fucked up. I heard they were really hard to, impossible to work in.
I bet. The people who did that, I mean, hats off to them. Like,
yeah, for
fuck,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, I never watched the new Ninja Turtles, but they kind of look kind of creepy to me, kind of weird.
Yeah, they are odd. They're
They're
strange.
A little too human, I think. Mason, we got to talk about this. This isn't news, but we got to talk about this.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because we were actually we were together. Where was last? It was last Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
This Sunday,
Yep.
so 2 days ago, was the 20th anniversary for Star Wars: The Phantom Menace,
Menace, yes. I think is how you pronounce
as
that.
the Jedis pronounce it. But 20 years,
Dude, it's so crazy. I mean, you look at that and you go, holy fuck, I'm getting old. Because I remember that movie. I remember it coming out. This movie blew my mind. I mean, you got to remember, I
it's
was
great.
6, 7.
I was 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So it blew my mind, man.
It's
when I saw
insane that
this.
I remember it so very clearly going and seeing this movie. I remember the hype around it. I remember the insane, because it was 30 years after the original got
Right.
released. So I remember, even as a little kid, I remember everyone was freaking out about it. I mean, but yeah, I remember too. I mean, this is what I was blown away by this movie. As a kid.
I'll never forget the first time I saw this movie. This is the first Star Wars movie I ever saw. I
Yeah.
didn't see the originals first. This is the first one I ever saw. I watched it right out there in that hall. And dude, I remember just like wide-eyed being like, "This is the coolest thing ever."
Oh yeah,
Lightsabers and stuff. You got to remember, I didn't get to watch a lot of things. So when I saw this, it blew my mind.
I remember
Swords and stuff. It was awesome. I watched Bible Man before this. And I was like, hold on.
that classic.
This looks a lot like Bible Man. But then I come to find out
There's
that
some
Bible
similarities.
Man stole the lightsaber from Star Wars. So.
Yeah. Then you find out the Bible stole all of their stories from Star
From
Wars.
Star Wars, yes. And it
And
changed
then-
my world forever. Changed my world beliefs and just
Yeah,
everything
it
in
did.
general. It just
It's pretty fucked up
drastically.
when you think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
but yeah, I remember going to the theater and seeing it.
yeah.
Going down their old Regal 99 Vancouver, going to see it at 5 years old, and I remember specifically that pod racing scene, and be like,
Ooh.
and it was like, this is the fucking future. This is the pinnacle of cinema. People, I mean, this is as great as it's gonna get. Seeing Jar Jar Binks,
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, yeah, and everyone thinking this guy's gonna be it, man. He's gonna
This
be the
is the
funniest.
guy.
He's gonna be the comic relief. People are gonna love him. But 20 years, could you believe it? And how it's aged.
It has aged.
It has aged.
It has aged.
People were very upset when they came out originally.
They were. I think people have
Not
warmed
kids.
up to it. I think people have warmed up to this movie. I have never hated the Phantom Menace, but I'm always biased because it is the first one I ever saw.
Yes, it's clear to go back though and see its faults.
Oh
when you
yeah,
go back now.
yeah, definitely.
It's got so many really cool scenes too, but it
does
so many really
I
bad
just
bad writing.
I mean, Darth Maul is one of the coolest villains of all time.
Yeah.
That's still a weird thing. They did bring him back in the cartoons, but still don't like how they sent him off the second time either.
How about this? How about I list off some other movies that came out in 1999 and tell you what kind of fire year it was. Fight Club.
Great movie.
Say what you want about Fight Club. Yeah, it was. I love it. American Beauty, Oscar winner.
Yeah, American
The
Beauty
Matrix.
with that one guy.
What's his name?
Oh gosh.
Whatever happened to him?
You know, I think he got in trouble for touching little boys. I think
He's not doing a lot of work anymore.
Not doing a lot of work. No.
But great movie nonetheless.
Yep. Frank something, right?
The Matrix. Yeah, he was president for a little bit. The Matrix, 1999. The Sixth Sense.
Whew.
The Green Mile.
Whoa.
American Pie.
Iconic.
The Mummy.
God.
Office Space. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Amazing comedy.
The Iron Giant.
Galaxy Quest. Sleepy Hollow. Mystery Man. What? I mean,
That's
90s.
a great year.
The 90s.
99
man.
is a great year.
That's
wow.
insane that you could go the same year and see all of those movies. Crazy. But, I mean, 1993, right when we were born, they say it's one of the best movies.
Yeah, 94.
Because
that was
94, yeah.
Because that was like Forrest Gump and all those movies.
Jurassic Park.
Saving Private
yeah,
Ryan.
They say it's one of the best years of, but that's crazy, dude.
Or no, Saving Private Ryan was 99, wasn't it? No, 94.
Yeah, it was 94, I'm pretty sure. But also Blair Witch Project, which pretty much changed horror forever.
It
came
did.
out in 1999. Toy Story 2, arguably my favorite Toy Story.
Whoa.
South Park also came out in 1999. So that's just crazy, man. Imagine working
Hell of a year.
Imagine working at a movie theater in 1999.
It would have been a
Seeing
fun
all those
time.
three- yeah, it would have been awesome.
Would have been a really fun time.
But yeah, that's our Star Wars talk for the. We had to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, of
20 years, you got to talk about it. Do we got the poster up?
We do. We have the original
Yeah, the
Star Wars
original.
poster.
We need that Phantom Menace poster.
We do.
We definitely
I know.
need. I
I
can picture it perfectly in my head. I know exactly what it looks like. But yeah.
So I can't find any more information on this. Oh, here it is. So obviously, you know that Disney, they're doing this whole live action thing with everything, right? As far as like Lion King, Aladdin,
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, all of these live action adaptations.
They're cashing in on our nostalgia.
Well, Mulan is supposed to be the highest budget ever for a Disney movie. Guess how much it's sitting at right now?
How much?
Over $300 million, according to Screen Rant.
Well, let me tell you. You want my opinion on this?
I do. Give me your opinion.
Mulan is the one Disney movie that it deserves a remake. It didn't do that great when it first came out or whatever. It was not nearly. It was kind of the tail end of the Disney renaissance of that.
Of the cartoon
and it
era.
didn't do great. I mean, people don't. I don't know how fondly people remember Mulan.
I loved Mulan.
I loved Mulan as a kid as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mulan, what's the other one? Fucking
The Emperor's New Groove came out near that time.
yeah, near that time.
Yeah.
But Mulan had a killer soundtrack. It had
did.
Eddie Murphy as the dragon.
As the dragon.
But and it was also had great action too with the Hans and everything. They were great.
The bad
villains.
guys were really good too.
So that's
Yeah.
a movie that I would want to see on a big screen adaptation. You could have big war scenes and stuff like that.
Samurai fighting and
yeah,
stuff.
and Mulan is a strong female character, an
But
actual.
you gotta do at least PG-13, don't you think?
It will
Because
be.
there's so much war in it that you can't do a PG.
Yeah, and there was a lot of death in the
There is.
in the regular Mulan. A lot of people died.
Especially at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fucking yeah.
They had that giant battle at the end,
Well, don't forget they roll up on a village that's been completely burned to the ground. Remember that part?
Yep.
Remember she finds that little doll and everything? Pretty emotional for a Disney movie.
Definitely.
So that do you remember the original Atlantis movie? Disney?
God, can we please why have we not made a live action? Have you seen the spreadsheet where they do character by
Yeah,
character
yeah,
for
and
all the people
and
they
I've
want
thought
cast
about
in
it
that.
for a long time. Yeah, man, and that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that would be the best live action movie. And how about one other one? How about one other one that everyone forgets about, and it's one of the greatest animated Disney movies I think ever. It's not Treasure Island, but
Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet.
I was right about to say it, man.
Treasure Planet's fucking amazing.
So
And it
Treasure
gets
Planet,
forgot all the
Treasure
time.
Planet, and Atlantis, and Tarzan were all movies that are claimed to have ended the Disney Renaissance, because they all underperformed, and that was the end of
Which is
2D.
crazy.
That was the end of 2D animation for Disney. That was the end of it. So all three of those movies, which I love, all three of those movies.
So do
They're
I.
So underrated, but
I watched Atlantis
Treasure
as a
Planet
kid,
probably the
200
most.
times.
Treasure Planet probably the most as underrated because you never even see it on or anything.
Never. Anywhere.
And
it's
it had
so
an
good.
amazing story. But yeah,
I love 2D animation too. There's something about it. There's something nostalgic about it where I wish people would still do it.
yeah.
You know.
The last 2D from Disney was Princess and the Frog. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Nope.
It was like came out 2008, but that was the last 2D movie, and now they only do computer CGI.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but yeah, I like it
is.
too. It's definitely something about nostalgia for sure. But yeah, I don't know why they're remaking all these good movies that were amazing. Remake the ones that deserve to be remade.
Exactly.
The only reason that those movies probably didn't do well is because we just wanted so much more. We needed it to expand so much more. And another live action movie, you could do that. Yeah, you could have killer cast too. Those movies have great writing. You just have to. You can even do a direct, like translation.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that, especially with Atlantis.
Yeah.
Atlantis or Treasure Planet, like
Yeah.
both of them. Like,
And
they're
Atlantis
so
had
good.
so many good characters in it that you could do. You could
funny
get so
characters
many
too,
good actors,
relatable
yeah.
characters. Like even the bad guy in Atlantis.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't
Even
know.
the lady who the lady who was kind of bad, you know, the
Yes.
super hot one, even
Yep.
as a cartoon. I've always seen that she would have been played by Angelina Jolie.
And I'm okay with that.
But now you know who I think she would be played by? Charlize Theron.
Oh, definitely.
As that bad kind of turns good at the end. Remember
Yeah.
that? She had a little twist at the end for sure. But yeah. Remake them, Disney. Get your head right. I don't want to go see
How
Aladdin.
about Sam Elliott as the the foreign guy who always likes the bombs?
Oh, Sam Elliott. He couldn't do
well,
it.
he's a little too old.
No,
now for
Sacha
that.
Baron Cohen.
Oh yeah, that's actually better.
Yeah.
How about Sam Elliott as the older General Bat? Well, not even then.
I don't think so. He's
I
too
just want-
skinny
I just
to me.
wanna
I need
see-
a bigger
I
guy.
I just want to see Sam Elliott in
You would
in
have
more things.
you could have Terry Crews as the doctor.
Oh, yeah,
obviously
definitely,
you can do
definitely.
that. Yeah, I mean, I could name.
It's
I've been
almost
thinking about it
worth-
for a long
I
time.
know it's almost worth.
Michael J.
pulling up.
Fox voices Milo, the actual
He
character,
does,
and he would have
I know.
played in a really good real Milo too. I mean, obviously now he probably wouldn't be able to do it, but well, we kind of skipped over it, but I didn't see this. They revealed who Robert Pattinson will be fighting in the new Batman.
Oh, who is it? Because I don't know.
Catwoman, and I'm so happy he's getting a big screen adaptation. The Penguin.
Ooh, the Penguin. Okay.
Who's gonna play the Penguin? Chester Copperpot and the Catwoman. So I wonder who's gonna play her. Which Catwoman has been in so many Batman. I really wish we got someone else. I want Poison Ivy back. Catwoman. I mean, who played Catwoman in Christopher Nolan's Batman? It was
Halle Berry.
no.
She did play Catwoman though.
She played the Catwoman.
The Catwoman.
And,
yeah,
she never played it in a Batman
not the
movie
villain,
though.
no.
And that's one of the worst movies of all time. They say
Wow, that's
Yeah.
tough.
it was horrible. I saw it.
I saw it too.
It's horrible.
It's not the best.
If you go back and see it, the CGI
Is it
it's
terrible?
some of the worst CGI I've ever seen.
I know we got to go back on some of those old movies and review them for fun.
Yeah,
Sit down here, watch it,
Catwoman would
and
be
just
one because it
shit
is
on 'em.
laughable.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I remember watching it and me thinking, "My God, this is really bad." We got to talk about this. Once Upon a Time in
I haven't
Hollywood.
seen the official trailer yet.
Oh,
I have not
it
watched.
just premiered at Cannes Film Festival. You
Really?
know, that high class.
Speaking of cans, did you see Taron? The guy who played Elton John.
Taron Egerton. What about him?
Taron Egerton. Yeah, he started tearing up because he got a standing ovation after Rocket Man was played at the festival.
Yeah, and I also heard about this. Some more movie news. We'll keep diving in. But, like 4 studios passed on Rocket Man. Didn't want to do it.
Why?
Yeah. Just they said that the story was too crazy with the fantasy elements, stuff like that.
Huh.
And then Paramount, who has been doing really bad lately, they said they were the only ones that want to take a chance on it. And everyone's saying it's amazing now. Yeah, so
That's crazy.
Is that crazy?
Yeah,
is that
it is.
weird? Yeah.
Hold on. Whoa, what's this? Stephen King's Stand By Me coming to 4K with never seen deleted scenes.
Oh,
Okay, first off, I did not know Stephen King wrote Stand By Me.
what?
That's a book
Yeah.
of his?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's not even a scary...
He doesn't only write scary movies. Stephen King wrote Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
He also wrote The Green Mile.
Green Mile as well, yep. I actually have the Green Mile.
So, I mean,
Audible.
he doesn't only do... Yeah, Stand By Me is one of my favorite movies
Great
of all
movie.
time.
It's iconic.
It was filmed in Oregon. Yeah, it's one of the best coming of age. But bigger news, The Shining is getting a 4K release in theater October 1st.
In theaters?
Will include the original 144 million. Yeah.
Ooh, that'll
and
be
with
awesome.
the hospital scene, that's
We've already reviewed
I know,
The Shining on
but
the
I
podcast,
think we should still
but
go
we
and
should
see it,
do it
yeah.
again.
because
Yes.
it's not even that, but it's the original 144 minute that's never been released, and they have the infamous hospital scene that's supposed to be pretty bad that they had to cut from the original film.
That'll be awesome.
So
I wonder if that'll come to our theaters, though. Hopefully.
I would have. Yeah, it's got to. I love when I love going back and being able to see those movies that we never got to see in theaters, because it is different seeing a movie in a theater than it is at home.
Totally.
Especially.
Yeah. That's like, that was, not to go back to John Wick again, but I'm kind of on it today because I just came off of it. But watching
Still on that
John Wick here.
high.
Yeah, I really am. But watching it, I was like, oh my God. If John Wick 3 is as good as this, then I cannot wait to see this on the big screen.
Oh man,
That's what I'm so excited about.
It is, and it's, and another thing about those movies is they're beautiful, beautifully shot. The cinematography is amazing.
Yeah,
with
you know what
the
else I
neon of
love?
New York,
Yes.
and the backdrop. Yeah,
That was my favorite thing about this movie. I love movies that just use color.
Yeah.
So like Blade Runner 2049,
uh-huh.
John Wick, the original John Wick. I love it. I could watch a movie where every single shot is in like an overtone color.
Yeah,
So like when he was in the club for literally half this movie, it's like all blues, all greens, all reds, you know.
well, it's
And it
just
just
good.
looks
It's just
so
good
cool.
set design. I mean, that's what good set. I mean, that's why people love Wes Anderson films. I mean, because every one of those films is like, every frame is like a painting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, exactly. But in John Wick 3, we keep talking about it, but he goes to Morocco, and you can only imagine how beautiful that is.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
come on, the deserts and everything. It looks amazing. But yeah. You're excited about John Wick, huh?
I am, dude. I'm high on it right now, man. We got John Wick 3, we got Brightburn, we got Aladdin, Pokemon. There's so many movies out right
Did
now.
you ever see
gotta catch up.
Kung Fury, the 30-minute short on YouTube? That's
No, I have not. Is it good?
It's amazing.
What? How am I just now hearing of
The
this? You haven't told me of this?
fighter, he fights Hitler, and he rides dinosaurs in the Viking Age. It's crazy you haven't seen it. It's
No,
amazing.
I'll check it out. It's on YouTube?
Yeah, man, you can watch
Okay.
it free. Yeah, it's just this over this top like satire on 80s kung fu movies, but they do a really good job. But Schwarzenegger and Michael Fassbender are doing a full featured length version of this. You'll understand once
Sign me up.
You'll understand once you see it that
Just how cool it is?
So not how cool, but how ridiculous it is. It's getting a
Oh.
full movie. It's amazing.
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't think you understand until you see it. You can't get.
So, like, was this like an independent person who just like is very passionate about kung
Yes,
fu
it
movies
was a no.
and made it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he was a no one. I mean, he stars in it. He did everything. But
Damn, and they kind of just took his idea and just said, "Adios." So he's not even going to be in it. The guy that made it.
bought his idea. He's probably directing it. It's probably, I
Oh.
mean, it's a full feature length. That's the dream.
Yeah, I hope.
of-
Yeah, no, that's a dream.
He's probably directing it.
Yeah.
I assume he's the creator. I mean, once you watch it though, you'll get it. No one else can do a movie that he did. It's pretty fucking good. But Speaking of Schwarzenegger, we got to talk about this too.
Yep. I was gonna bring it up. Are you bringing up the trailer that's gonna drop this Thursday?
Now I'm bringing up him getting drop kicked.
Oh, drop kicked in South Africa. That one.
We haven't talked about it. It's been a while, but it's
has
still there's some news.
It's
Maybe
still
some
news.
people haven't heard about it yet.
He's signing autographs, doing the nice thing in South
On
Africa.
Snapchat.
71 years old. That's how old Arnold is.
And let's say this right now. We got to protect this man.
We do.
He's
We
one
have
of
to
the he's
protect him
one
with
of
our
the
lives.
last good ones.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the stuff he's doing. Yeah, he cheated on his wife, but
We all
know.
make mistakes.
well,
We're all human.
I can't
you know?
even begin to get in the head of someone that thinks he's got cheat, and especially when he was on top of the world back then. So to get in his mind, and he came out and he came out and said it. He didn't hide. He was one of the only person to ever come out, and he wrote a
Exactly.
fucking book about it. But now he does so much good stuff and everything. He's just the coolest guy of all time. We got to protect this guy.
That's the thing though, man. Like we all have to have redeemable qualities. We all screw up in life. Like you can't go through this life being perfect. He made a mistake. It is what it is. You know?
Yeah, it's shitty, but I mean, he's done nothing else to warrant
Exactly.
that he is not just one of the best. I mean, the nicest guy of all time.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, this guy just decided to run up and try to drop kick him in the air.
Full on drop
he
kick,
did.
barely moved him. That was the
Barely.
best part.
71 years old, he's still a rock.
And he even said after that he barely felt it. He didn't know what hit him.
Yeah.
It was this guy put his full weight into it.
did.
I've seen the video.
So have I. It's
a full
honestly,
drop
I was
kick.
scared. Like the first time I watched, I was like, "Damn, he's probably
And
he
then
might
he
have broke
gets
a rib."
swarmed by those fucking big bodyguards.
Roided
dude.
out
oh my
bodyguards,
God.
man.
And
I
it
would
was
have been
all. Did you hear the
terrified.
reason? He was just some rapper, someone trying to get famous, some
Stupid.
bullshit. Yeah, but protect Arnie.
That's the
Protect
social
our
media
little-
age we live in, though. As you do some stupid shit trying to get famous, like
Oh,
tattoo
yeah.
your face and hair dye your hair
Yeah.
rainbow colors.
Well, what were you
I'm not
telling
trying
me?
to go old man Rivers here, but it's so
What were you
stupid.
telling me? You were telling me something else about Arnold?
Oh yeah, the trailer for Terminator drops this Thursday. It's been the announcement. So the first official trailer for Terminator will drop this Thursday. So keep that in mind.
Really? Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm excited,
Keep
dude.
that
I
in the
know
back of
you're
your-
not. I know you're not. I'm so
No, I
excited.
am excited for
love-
this one. I'm
I think
really
it'll be
excited for
cool.
this one, for sure. It's got all the original. It's got
Yep.
the OGs. Linda Hamilton's back. Sign me the fuck
Sign
up.
me up. She's still gonna be
Erasing
kicking
all
ass.
the rest of those movies, sign me the fuck up.
Yes.
It's doing everything I want to do. So I'm not mad about Arnold being in it. He's a fucking robot. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
It's different from Sylvester Stallone being in Rambo 19 when he's 100
And I'm still
years
cool
old.
with it.
100 years old. Yeah, so
I love those movies. They're stupid, but you know what? I've come to realize that everyone's got those movies. You know, like for some people, it's Fast and the Furious. Me, I can't do it, but I like the Rambo movies.
For assholes, it's fast. I like Rambo too, but it doesn't. It's not.
I know it doesn't warrant a Rambo
Yeah.
7 when he's. You know,
I love
70 years
Rambo,
old.
but it's not like I'm a diehard Rambo. I mean, yeah, but I look forward to that. I mean, yeah, it has the potential of being amazing. James Cameron's coming back. We'll roll off that James Cameron news. Avatar
think?
sequel adds Jermaine Clement from What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay.
That's what you would know him from most.
Yeah,
He's,
definitely.
But I know him from Fly of the Conchords and stuff like that. He's been in a ton of stuff.
I don't
but
know what that is.
It's a really good comedy on HBO. But yeah, so I don't.
Have you
he's a
watched What
comedy
We Do in the
actor.
Shadows on FX? Because I don't watch TV,
No, I haven't.
but I want to see it really bad. I'm just
It-
waiting for it to hit Hulu or Amazon.
It's not
or
any of the
something.
original. I mean, I think it's the creators, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not the
It doesn't have
original
it.
cast.
And it's not Taki
Watiti,
Watiti, or
yeah,
I don't know.
Watiti
I don't
doesn't
think
have any
he might. I
time.
think he might be producing
Executive
it or
producer.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen it. But
So what do you think about this? So Robert Pattinson, I know Batman, yada yada, but Josh Gad really wants to play the Penguin. What do you think about that? You think he can go dark enough? I think Josh Gad's a really good actor.
Josh
I
Gad
really
is a
think
really
he
good
could
actor.
surprise a lot of people by going super dark playing the Penguin. I think that guy could actually pull it off. Just
Josh
because
Gad
he's
is
been
the
in so
Penguin.
many fluffy, like oh, I'm the snowman from Frozen. I'm a nice man. But I could see him just take a whole 180 turn and be an evil, sadistic fuck. I think he'd do a good job.
He
as
is
the
kind of
Penguin.
like the mascot for Disney at this point.
I know.
They
so
put
it'd
him
be
in
very
everything.
hard for
they
him
put him
to,
in everything.
to transition to this.
Yeah,
So,
and
but
they
I like the
I
idea.
I think they are just putting him in every movie now as kind of like the
Like
the
a-
John Ratzenberger where he was in every Pixar movie. I think because I think they just love him so much that
Yeah, he seems like a very likable.
if you
guy.
want someone to be the face of your company, you might as well go with Josh Gad.
Right.
He can sing,
stand up,
he
family
can
man,
dance,
good guy.
He can.
Yep.
He does it all. I mean, he's like an old 1920s actor where they could sing, they could dance, they could do everything like Broadway and stuff like that. Where he's good,
Yeah,
but
because that guy could easily go and do Broadway.
I'm pretty sure he has.
Yeah.
I think he has done a lot of everything. But yeah, as a penguin, it'd have to be dark.
It would have to be.
I like
Yes.
a good penguin. I thought Danny DeVito did a good job, even though he had some kind of weird mutation where he was actually like half penguin.
Yeah, he was
I don't
literally
know.
half penguin.
He had
Strangest
flippers.
choice
He had
ever.
flippers. That's
But-
Tim Burton for you. That's
Yeah, it
dark.
is. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Are you just thinking about that, or did you see something about it?
I did see something on it, but because Josh Gad's always said, like for years now, he's always said he wanted to play the Penguin.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah, and if I could imagine the Penguin, I was like, yeah, Josh Gad, I think would be a
See,
really good
but
choice for that.
In my mind, his penguin that I think he's thinking of is
Would be
very
farcical.
cartoony.
Yeah.
Very cartoony.
And that's what I wouldn't want. I
Yeah.
want a very dark,
Same.
like dark rings around the eyes, like very evil penguin. You know,
Yeah.
who's just not happy with life. That's the kind of penguin I want.
That's
to
what
see.
Chester Copperpot's all about, man.
yeah.
But yeah. I don't know.
Keanu Reeves, we know he's crushing it. I'm still on this guy. He even wants to make a Constantine. I'm just seeing this. He wants to make a Constantine sequel too.
And I like that.
Would you
I
like to
liked,
see that?
I liked Constantine movie.
So did I.
Even
I
though
liked
it
it
did,
a lot.
It did really bad. I thought
Yeah.
it did a really good job. I thought he did a really good job. And you know, I'm on the Keanu Reeves anything. So I mean, he could do anything right now. He's in the new Toy Story. Keanu Reeves is.
What?
He is, yeah.
Wow.
Playing a Canadian stuntman figurine. I just saw the trailer for Toy Story. That's the only reason I know about it. They released that also. But did I even mention it that Once Upon a Time got a 7-minute standing ovation?
Okay, I think any standing ovation over 2 minutes is unwarranted.
It's the
I don't care
funniest
if
thing.
me
We've
and
talked
you-
about it a million times.
Yeah, I don't care if me and you spent 6 years of our lives making a film and we dedicated our whole entire existence.
I just don't understand it.
If people stood for more
No,
than
man,
2
what was
minutes,
the movie?
I'd sit for my own
What was the movie
film,
that got a
okay?
20-minute standing ovation?
Yeah, it was something stupid. I was like, could you imagine just sitting there, just clapping?
You're not sitting there. You're standing.
They're standing there clapping for 7 minutes. Well, I'd be sitting. After about 2 minutes, look,
Okay,
I pull out the timer on my phone. I go 120
Bro, I'm
seconds
telling
is all you're
you,
getting.
I got a whole bit about it. It's the point. It's the thing where it goes on for so long. Now no one wants to be the first person to stop.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
everyone's
like,
looking around the room like,
yeah. So like, okay, well, we gotta keep
Who's
going.
the
I don't,
first
because
asshole?
you don't want to be the asshole.
no.
And
You don't-
especially if it's an amazing movie, that this movie probably is an amazing movie.
Oh, look
it's
at the
probably
cast.
fucking
Look
phenomenal.
at the fucking cast. Yeah.
It's probably amazing. But so you don't want to be the guy who's like, what did this guy? He didn't like the movie. Well, you don't fucking like
Well,
good
you don't
movies,
like this, huh?
Yeah,
Stand up,
you
you
don't.
prick. Get the hell
the
out of
fuck
here.
outta here.
Just start bullying
You don't like
people.
standing for 6 minutes and clapping till your fucking hands are numb? You piece of shit. Get up. This is Quentin Tarantino, goddammit. But yeah, 7 minutes. It's a long time.
That's a long time.
And a 20-minute. I know a movie got 20 minutes. I can't remember what it was. It might have been Hereditary or something. I don't know. It was something where it was really good, but a 20-minute. That's like 1/10 of the length of the movie.
It is. And very excessive.
That's a long time to be standing for one. I've never stood for that long in any period in my life.
No. Well, it's like the State of the Union address every single year where it's like, and I think we should clap, 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 clap
Yeah.
for like 2 minutes, and then they sit down and whatever president.
Even that one I
says
understand
one
though.
line.
You got guns trained on you. Everyone's nervous as hell.
This is true. Yeah, we're all. It's a lot of nervous clapping.
At Cannes, for one, Cannes is not. It is not the sample of actual people that go and see movies. Cannes is the people that want to be seen by other people. They're not there to see movies. They're just there to be seen. You know, it's all the rich. It's all rich people. and
Yeah, of
everything.
course.
It's not
That's
the
how it always
average
works.
movie. It's not at all. So when you really see something got a 20-minute standing ovation, or people were leaving the theater because it was so disgusting.
which is come to find out when you watch it yourself, you're like, really?
Yeah,
You left
so
for that?
hearing that people leave the theater early because it's so gross is pretty much has the same weight as a 20-minute standing ovation
Yes.
at Cannes. So you really got to wait till the movie comes out to see. Now you tell me that's someone at a regular theater stood for 5 minutes and gave a standing ovation. I got to go see that movie then, because that's just a regular bunch of guys.
Yeah, bunch of average
They don't stand for nothing.
construction
And
working
if they're standing
Joes.
up, giving it up, then it's the best goddamn movie you ever
Yes,
seen.
for sure.
Because there's never been a 7-minute standing ovation at any theater.
Never.
I've got some light clapping at the end of a movie. There was some clapping at the end of Lord of the Rings, the third one.
Which is deserved. That's
But
a
it's
great
20-second
trilogy.
stop. And then everyone's like, okay, we'll forget about this movie and go back to our goddamn lives.
Not to go too far off topic, but you know what? This is our movie. But Peter Jackson, in my opinion, has got to be one of the most meticulous directors of our time. You know what I mean by that? Like how much work and how much time he puts into his
where
projects.
you would say maybe he was even the closest to Stanley Kubrick, who went to
Right.
insane lengths almost.
Yes, I really feel that's what he does. I mean, even like They Shall Not Grow Old. I mean, he went through hundreds of hours of audio, hundreds of hours of footage, and was able to beautifully condense that film to where it blew my mind. You look at Lord of the Rings, man. I mean, that's probably, in my opinion, top 3 greatest trilogies of all time, film just straight.
Well,
film.
The only thing that I disagree with the Peter Jackson is he's done movies where you can tell he doesn't care.
Of course,
Unfortunately, and that's the only thing.
there are
That's the
some of
only
those.
thing that clouds his filmography. But when you go to the level of detail that he put in the Lord of the Rings, where even every single chain mail that the knights were wearing was handmade by someone.
You know how long that takes too.
It took 2 years for them to get all the armor done.
Yeah.
So it was one person's job to come in and just link the fucking chains. And then you're never going to use it again. And that level of detail for scenes that you're never going to see, where even every armor was made different because it was all welded by an actual guy. Because it's stuff like that, yeah, where Peter Jackson, you're absolutely right with stuff like that. But then he's also relied heavy on CGI, which is the opposite of really detail-oriented stuff. But yeah, with those Lord of the Rings movies, I mean, the level of detail, you could
I think it's all
zoom in
just
on
like
anything.
what projects really fascinate him. Because you could tell he was super passionate about They Shall Not Grow Old. Super passionate about that. I thought he was very passionate about Lord of the Rings. But you are right. There are projects where you can tell don't get as much time.
Look at The Hobbit. He was kind of forced in The Hobbit, and they were shit. And he says 100% that he was not interested.
Yeah.
And he did it basically for a paycheck. Which it's hard to turn down.
It is. It is.
But here, what about this? Maybe this is the reason that studios were passing on it so much. Rocket Man, first major studio film to depict gay male sex.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, I'm guessing that
2019.
I'm guessing that's probably
But
the
yeah,
reason.
that's
though,
probably
right?
why. Yeah,
You
that's
got to
probably
think about
why.
that because you got to think it's a lot of gay. I mean, if it's a real fucking Elton John story, there's got to be some drugs and there's got to be a lot of gay male sex.
This is true.
But first one ever.
That's pretty crazy. I feel there's been gay male sex in other films.
Of course, the first major studio film.
Oh, so like one of the 4 then?
Yeah,
Like studios, like Fox, Disney, all that. Well, I guess Fox is
because
owned by
obviously
Disney now,
Brokeback Mountain, but it wasn't. That was a very indie kind
Wasn't
of.
that like? Oh, it was.
Well, it was a studio picked it up.
Yeah.
but it was a very small. It wasn't like. I mean, they weren't
Right.
producing it or anything. They just picked it up.
Who picked this up?
Paramount.
Oh, Paramount did. Well, didn't Paramount also pick up? Ironically enough, didn't they pick up Brokeback Mountain? If I remember correctly.
That would be interesting to know. Because because Paramount does all the fucking. I mean, they don't make good choices. Let's be honest. They've done all the Transformers, and they've been having some big losses lately. So for them,
River Road Entertainment.
yes, you do. That's some small.
That is small.
So for them to take a chance, that's a pretty big chance to take.
That is very big chance.
But yeah, for 2019, it's
I think it'll do just fine. I don't think a lot of people care, man. I mean, maybe some of those Southerners, but I don't think
look at the number one comment. Elton John is gay. Thanks for the spoiler.
I love the internet sometimes.
The
When you
Reddit-
see stuff like that, it's
Reddit
hilarious.
has the best comments, man. You always got to go to the comment section on Reddit.
That's awesome.
I can't believe. Yeah,
Especially if you're an Elton John fan, though. I mean, you know the guy. You've known for what 30 years now that Elton John's gay. It's really not a surprise.
you know
So
who's
it's like
sweating.
if you're gonna go see the movie, obviously you're gonna know that that's what it's going to entail. So.
You know who's sweating when all these gay movies are coming out? You know who's really feeling the pressure?
Mike Pence.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
China.
China, yes, they are.
They're thinking,
how are we gonna
to
show
delete
these
half
movies?
this goddamn movie? It's gonna be 20 minutes long, man. We
Not
can't
gonna make any sense.
We can't be doing this
The
anymore.
Chinese people in the theater. Huh?
Well, they did the same thing with
What's going on here?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody. They took out all drugs, all drug paraphernalia. They're probably not even going to show Rocket Man in theaters in China. There's no way they can.
Well, you know,
I haven't even seen the movie. And I
China's
know.
when they're goddamn dude. They're all these fucking gay people.
Exactly.
What the hell's wrong with
they
them?
get mad about it over there. Yes, they do.
Yeah, you know.
I wonder
they're
if
gonna-
Elton John music's even allowed in China. Because they have really strict laws over there, dude. Super strict.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
John Travolta in The Fanatic.
Fanatic, and that's one where he plays. Oh my god, dude! This is the best part. Directed by Fred Durst, lead singer of Limp Bizkit. This is the one where
Oh,
he plays. He plays some like super fan or something. I think he's like he looks like a giant child.
He
right
does,
there.
yeah.
So maybe it might be
The kid that never grew up. That's crazy.
He needs
Yeah,
a
I
win.
don't know. He does. After Gotti. Have you seen Gotti? We should review that for fun because it got literally a 0% on Rotten Tomato.
No, man, he hasn't done a good movie, and he hasn't. John Travolta, he hasn't done many good movies at all. Period.
We got to do a watch along for Gotti. I will fucking rent it. It will sit.
Bro, I don't
here.
even know if it could be good enough to where it's, or I
No,
don't know if
it's
it could be
shitty
so
enough.
bad
Yeah,
enough
it's
where
so
it could be
bad
good.
that-
I think it might be just be really, really, really bad.
That not even. Well, yeah, I'll probably watch it first. I have to watch it. I'm too curious. I mean, a 0%. That's just. I've never seen a movie get that bad. Not even The Circle got that bad, dude. It could be the new worst movie of all time on the podcast if we do it. Something to think
It would
about.
have to be.
Yeah, it's something to think about. We might have to because we've had The
Bro, it's not
Circle
even a
has been
new
the
movie.
reigning. I know
The only reason we did The Circle though is because it was
because
coming
it was coming out
Yeah.
in theaters. Yeah.
If we ever do like a live of us watching it, then I think the Gotti would be a good one
Yeah.
because you could just get drunk and
Once we
just
get on
shit
Twitch.
Yeah,
Actually, that's what we should do next. We got to get on Twitch and start doing that.
yeah, and just start watching movies and let people watch with us
Yep.
because yeah, it'd be hilarious. Well, one more thing, have you seen the latest trailer? This is something that reminds me of A24's. Did you see the real trailer?
I did see this trailer.
Not the
yes.
trailer for this.
Oh, okay.
The real actual official trailer for Midsummer.
No, I haven't.
The new
Yeah, the
Ari.
new- yeah.
Yeah. You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't.
Bro, that movie is going to be so...
I did see the trailer. I saw the trailer 2 months ago in the theater.
No, they released
made
it
another
last
trailer?
week. It's the official trailer for it. I think the first one was a teaser. Like, they just released the official trailer for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What? We're getting a Rescue Rangers film? Dude, I remember that show as a little kid.
Yeah, dude, Rescue Rangers has one of the best opening
Yes.
themes of Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Lonely Island, Akiva. So it's one of the guys from The Lonely Island with Andy Samberg
Yep.
and all those guys. But yeah, Bill Murray says he'd appear in Jason Reitman's Ghostbusters if he's asked.
Which, of course, he'll be asked.
Well, no one
But-
can get a hold of him.
I know, unless Bill wants like $25 million for one day, and then he'll be like, "Well, sorry, dude."
No way. I don't think he will. That's what's his name's son, the guy who did the original. So he's got a
good relationship with him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
He'll do it. But you got to get a hold of him. That's the tough thing.
I think when you have so much money like that, like you got to just do movies because you're an icon. Like Bill Murray is an icon.
That is literally what he does,
You
though.
know?
I mean, he only does
Yeah.
stuff that
that
he
interests
wants
you
to do.
because you have so much
and then
money.
he like literally pops up everywhere. He'll be like at a bar and he'll
Or
be
at
at
a
a baseball
Cubbies game,
Yeah, and
yeah.
he's like, there's a whole subreddit on Reddit of like I think it's called Bill Murray Encounters. It's just people because he's like everywhere. Like he'll just be randomly like be DJing a wedding or
Yeah, and you're
something.
like, what?
Yeah, like is that Bill Murray up there? I don't understand. Yeah, so that's what I would do if I was that famous, where you're that an icon.
hell
You walk
yeah.
around like just. I'd be going in and out of. I'd be like delivering babies and shit immediately. Being a pilot,
Showing up to random weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Like,
Is anyone gonna
Tom-
say no? You're not allowed
Yeah.
in.
You ever see that classic photo of Tom Hanks and a video too, where he kind of crashes this random wedding?
Yeah,
They're taking photos and they're
he'll do that
freaking
too,
out. He's
yeah.
like, that's Tom Hanks.
Well,
And
that
he's
was all-
taking pictures, being super nice.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
know,
that was
yeah.
cool of him. He's Tom Hanks. He doesn't have to be nice to anyone.
He kind of does.
I mean, you kind of do. Yeah, you kind of don't want to be a dick.
You don't want to be a dick
either,
at this
but-
point.
But it's Tom Hanks. He
He's
ain't a
known as the
dick.
nicest man
Yeah, of all time.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
America's uncle. Is what they call him, I think. But yeah. Well, that's all I got, Mace.
That's all I got too, man.
That's all we never got a chance to really talk about Peter Mayhew's passing on any
yes,
movie news, but he
we did
did.
not.
He finally did pass away.
Chewbacca, may you rest in peace.
That's one more gone, right?
It is another one gone.
Another one bites
Another one
the
bites.
dust.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, well that's about
Sad
it.
stuff.
We got a lot of movies coming
thanks
out.
for ending on the real shitty
I
Star
usually
Wars
try to- I
news.
usually
I
try
mean,
to-
just end us on a downer, shall we?
Yeah, so if you're teetering on the edge of shooting yourself, and that's the last thing
I
you
think
hear,
this is the ultimate
pull
decision
the
you have to
trigger.
make. Yes,
Pull
but
the
just
trigger, because
do it at this point.
everything good in life is dying.
And nothing else matters.
No, we're getting replaced. We're being replaced by robots.
Yes.
We're getting replaced by tweens who are basically robots, right?
Right. Essentially.
They got there's not a lot
No
going
morals,
on. No,
nothing.
zero morals.
Zero. No. It's a terrible
They're all in
world.
it for the fame, for that drip and the clout.
Yeah, the drip and
The
clout.
clout,
Yes, I'm
man.
learning these words too, man. Yeah. The clout.
Yeah, a lot of clout.
Yep, I guess so. All right, follow us on YouTube, guys. Type in Have You Seen It? Have You Seen It Podcast. Go to channel. We are the Angry Popcorn and the Director's Chair. You can find us on Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Cash is on Twitter. That's just Cash. Instagram, Have You Seen It? Facebook page, type in Have You Seen It Podcast. We will pop up. You can follow us and listen to our podcast on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Leave us a comment. Review us on iTunes, guys. Let us know what you thought about whatever movies you'd like to see us review. Anything. You like us, hate us, leave us a comment. We'll get back to you.
Yes,
So,
we will.
we will. And so until next time.
Yeah, adios. Are you drinking some Stella and water in here?